Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn, tighten your shoelaces, and please, don't blink. Because today, we're talking about the Belgian Malinois, a dog so smart, so powerful, and so misunderstood, it could probably solve your Wi-Fi issues while chasing a squirrel at the same time. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't the Belgian Malinois just a fancy German shepherd? Ah, no, that's like saying espresso is just fancy coffee. Technically true, but also an insult. The Malinois is in a league of its own. Let's break down 15 mind-blowing facts you probably didn't know about this incredible breed. 1. They're basically the superheroes of the dog world. You know how every superhero movie starts with some mysterious origin story? The Belgian Malinois has one too. This breed hails from the city of Malines in Belgium. And from the get-go, these dogs were bred for work: herding, guarding, protecting. In short, if Belgian Malinois were people, they'd be the folks who run marathons for fun. 2. They're smarter than half the people you know. Let's be honest, these dogs are intelligent, not sit and roll over smart. I'm talking about solving puzzles, figuring out door handles, and reading body language better than your therapist. If you've ever had a Malinois, you know you can't just leave them bored at home. They'll redecorate your living room in ways you didn't think possible. 3. They've worked in the military and police for decades. These aren't just pets, they're frontline heroes. Belgian Malinois serve in police units, military K9 teams, and search and rescue missions. They've been deployed in real combat zones. They can sniff out explosives, chase down suspects, and still have the energy to beg for belly rubs after work. Fun fact, a Malinois even helped track down a very famous international fugitive a few years ago. That's right, this dog has better credentials than most action movie stars. 4. They can jump like Olympic athletes. Ever seen one of these dogs leap? It's like watching a furry superhero take flight. Malinois can jump up to 8 feet high. That's not a dog, that's a kangaroo in disguise. Imagine trying to keep a steak on the counter with one of these guys in the house. Good luck. 5. They're loyal to the core. Once a Malinois bonds with you, congratulations. You've just signed a lifelong contract. These dogs are extremely loyal. They don't just love you, they adopt you as their full-time project. You are now their human, their mission, their reason for waking up in the morning. Sweet, right? Unless you're trying to go to the bathroom without an audience. 6. They're not for couch potatoes. Listen, if your idea of exercise is lifting the remote, don't get a Belgian Malinois. These dogs have energy levels that put toddlers on a sugar rush to shame. They need hours of physical and mental stimulation. Skip a walk, and they'll invent their own workout plan, probably involving your favorite shoes. 7. They shed a lot. Yes, they're gorgeous. Yes, that tan coat looks sleek and stylish. But brace yourself. Belgian Malinois shed like it's their part-time job. If you get 1, invest in a good vacuum cleaner. Or 3, you'll find their fur in places you didn't even know existed. 8. They're extremely protective. Malinois don't just guard your home, they guard your soul. These dogs are protective to the point of being overprotective. That's great if you're worried about intruders. Not so great if you're trying to hug your neighbor and your Malinois decides the neighbor looks suspicious. 9. They need a job, any job. Here's the deal. Malinois are happiest when they have work. No, they don't want to sit around watching Netflix. They want a mission. Agility training, obedience competitions, herding. Something that keeps them busy. Otherwise, you'll come home to a living room that looks like it survived a tornado. 10. They're masters of communication. These dogs don't just bark, they talk. You'll know exactly how your Malinois feels because they'll let you know, whether through barks, whines, stares, or that dramatic sigh when you ignore them. Honestly, living with one is like living with a very opinionated roommate. 11. They're surprisingly gentle with their families. For all their power and toughness, Belgian Malinois can be incredibly gentle with their loved ones. They're affectionate, playful, and sometimes even clingy. They'll curl up with you on the couch after a long day, after making you run 5 miles first. 12. They're fast learners, but that's a double-edged sword. Teach a Malinois a trick, and they'll master it in minutes. But here's the catch. If you accidentally teach them a bad habit, they'll master that too. You laugh once when they jump on the counter, Congratulations, they now think it's part of the morning routine. 13. They've got endless confidence. Malinois don't walk into a room, they own it. These dogs carry themselves with confidence, almost like they know they're elite. They're not aggressive by nature, but they're definitely not shy either. You could say they've got that main character energy. 14. They're not the best choice for first-time owners. I'll be blunt. Belgian Malinois are not beginner dogs. They require time, training, and commitment, a lot of it. If you're new to dogs, this isn't the breed to start with, unless you enjoy chaos, destruction, and explaining to your landlord why your apartment now has open-concept walls. 15. They'll steal your heart and maybe your seat. At the end of the day, the Belgian Malinois is a dog like no other. They're intense, demanding, and sometimes overwhelming. But they're also loyal, intelligent, and loving in ways that will change your life. Just don't be surprised if they take your spot on the couch every single time. The Belgian Malinois is more than just a working dog. They're partners, protectors, and friends who give 110% in everything they do. Owning one isn't easy, it's a challenge. But for those who are ready for the adventure, it's one of the most rewarding experiences in the world. So the next time someone asks, what's the big deal about the Belgian Malinois, you can smile and say, it's not a big deal, it's a huge deal.